All right, I'm so happy to have the Alabama Slammer, Mr. Fancy Like Walker Hayes joins me. What's up, man? How you doing?
Let's go, Tobin. Alabama jamming. Yeah. See
Nice.
my Dixieland alike. Come on, dude. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's my pleasure. And so, full disclosure, Walker just stepped out of the room, left the door open, and all I could hear behind him was math homework going on. So I know it's valuable time you're missing here, so I'll make it quick. All right.
No, we're good. And honestly, not gonna lie, man, I am not the greatest resource for math help. My kids definitely do not raise their hands for me to assist them there.
Nice. Well, cool, man. So listen, I'm gonna start this off in a couple different ways, and it's I
Yeah.
usually I usually am pretty amicable, but man, I got a couple bones to pick with you. Okay. So
Okay.
number one. Oh, he's got a serious face on. Number one,
Let's go.
I'm a TikTok idiot. I've never done a TikTok. I've never
Never?
really logged into TikTok. But hey, your little little piece of fame here is telling me it must be pretty easy, right? So you upload you release a song, you upload a video with your daughter, and a couple weeks later you got a number one hit that stayed at the top, right? It's that easy?
So easy, man. That's it. I mean, 3 steps: upload, song, and then dance. Let's go. Man, I wish it was that easy. Grateful for TikTok. Love TikTok. I have fun on TikTok. It's very easy for me. You really don't have to try that hard. As a matter of fact, I think if you're trying at TikTok, you're probably doing it wrong. That's I think audiences are smart. They can see when it's cultivated and they can see when it's not. But man, honestly, you're not alone if you're daunted by social media, and especially the new ones. Because I don't know about you, but as soon as I figure out one, another one comes along, and my team is like, here's another app for your phone, that you need to master and you need to practice daily, But I see it as a challenge. And over COVID, honestly, we got into a TikTok rhythm, where it wasn't purposeful, but every now and then my daughter would be like, hey, how about this dance? Let's do it. Or how about this trend? Let's do it. Or let's just get this trick shot on video, And honestly, we saw steady growth. It was like inch by inch, we would get more followers and more views. And I think that was all prep for the magic one. And we didn't know, dude. We had no idea. My daughter was like, hey, Dad, Fancy Like needs a dance. And we put it together in 30 minutes. Basic moves. I mean, here's one move right here. Just that's it. Like,
Oh, that's my go-to to embarrass my
I know.
kids right there. That's the move all dudes like us can do.
We can do that in the spring,
Sprinkler.
everybody like,
yeah.
And so yeah, man. I mean, if you dissect the dance, it's not that hard, but man, that was overnight. I mean, we hit some kind of algorithm and it just caught the stream and didn't stop. I mean, we were watching it grow, and I was like, dude, I feel like TikTok's got a glitch in it, or something is happening wrong. I was like, you were gonna wake up and they're gonna correct the problem, tomorrow, and it's gonna have like 5 views or whatever.
Well, wait a sec. You're okay. I started it a little bit of tongue in cheek, right? Because it's not just uploading a video and going viral. I mean, obviously there's talent there. There's a catchy hook. There's this relatable story, right? I mean, I know you're trying to be a little bit modest and say, hey, we caught an algorithm. We got lucky. Well, yeah, sure, maybe a little lucky, but hey, listen, it doesn't stay unless it's good.
Well, that's one thing I do love about TikTok is it's a way for me to get quick data. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you're when we put out Fancy Like, we had 86,000 followers. Now I've got 2 million, and I don't always love what those 2 million have to say, but I know that their data is valuable, and so you're right. When Fancy Like came out, the world spoke. I mean, the viewers spoke. Even not even my followers spoke. They were like, I love this. And now go ahead.
I'm just to say, it's just amazing. I just think about, so it's November, this is June, it's totally tongue in cheek to say you just upload a video and get famous, right? Because you've been grinding in Nashville for decades. Now this happens. Now we're in November and it's still rolling. So it has to be
Oh
good.
yeah. Yeah. And I'm obviously, that's 17 years since '04. That doesn't hurt, to have a body of work where, one thing I love about songwriting is you never stop improving. I mean, I will be better and better and better at songwriting till the day I die. And I love that I get off on that. I think that's amazing. And so, there's, as people are drawn to Fancy, like they're finding some gems, from my back catalog that are serving them. Now, as we release music, I have a massive audience to release to, so I can collect data even faster and grow even quicker. Like, oh, you don't like that? Okay, it's gone. You do like this? I'll give you more of that, But man, we're just grateful. I mean, I'm not like some, a lot of people are like, you worked really hard and you stuck it out. I'm just not going to lie to you. And I swear, I'm not even trying to be like humble or anything, but I'm just not that smart. Like, I don't like analyze life and go, hey, what's the wisest decision I should make for long term? I just wake up, I see a guitar and an empty piece of paper, and I go, I'd like to go there today. That's what I want to do is write a song. And I obviously want to make sure my family is fed, and I want to take care of them. But the end all goal is to feed them doing what I love. Because honestly, as a dad, I've had jobs that made great money, but I was miserable. And then I've had this job as a musician and made $0, but I wasn't miserable. And that's my peak. That's where I am firing on all cylinders as a husband, as a father. I'm the best I can be when I love what I'm doing to provide for them.
Man, that's fantastic. It's something we could all aspire to. I really respect that. So back to the simple stuff. So after this thing broke, the last 6 months, what has it been like, not only for you, but your family, those around you, dealing with the opportunities, dealing with the spotlight, and what have you kind of learned about yourself over the last 6 months?
It's been beautiful and it's been hard, and a lot of gratitude just coming from my whole family's hearts. Like, they have been, Leela, my oldest daughter, she laughs at me because a running joke was dad on his knees in the kitchen saying, God, just please, just give me one, just give me one big hit, and I would laugh as I was like making fun of myself, going, I'm chasing a crazy, impossible dream. So the gratitude, we're all looking at each other going, oh my gosh, it really happened. And it didn't just happen. Like, I didn't just have this 50-week drive to number one. Like, it has exploded. And so we're grateful, but at the same time, it's an adjustment for my family. The recognition, we're very simple, just home people. We're home bodies, and we're getting recognized everywhere. And it's like, I don't know, like, I don't, this doesn't feel right, but thank you, And so we're trying to get used to that. And then at the same time, man, I'm just gonna bleed some honesty here. I have a tendency, I love my job so much that it can become my God. It can become an idol. The game of fame, I can want more. The success, I can want more, where I really harm the relationships I value the most, and I just get hungrier for some more. And I have to really check myself and go, hey, that's not going to transform me. That's not going to save me. That's not going to fulfill me. Only the Father is going to fulfill me like that. And I definitely don't want to wake up from this journey and have blown my family up, my marriage up, separated myself from my kid. I don't want that down the road. And I always feel like I'm 30 seconds from screwing it all up. So that's good. It's a good reminder. But this the success, it's an adjustment for the family. Nothing short of an adjustment.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, I feel for you now. Now you're going to go out on the road. You just announced the Fancy Like tour. Pre-orders are going on now. Your venues are selected. You're ready to hit the road in January. It starts in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it has your hometown on the list. So things are going to still continue to go downhill real quick, right?
I mean, here's the goal: is 2 buses, and we've got it ready. The kids are homeschooled. Lainey is packed. She's ready to go. We could get out there. They could roll with me for 2 weeks, and it could be a disaster. They could be like, I hate this. We could all be like, I hate everybody. It could be like COVID all over again, where we're all stuck in the house. That's what I was telling my wife. Really, every day is just day to day for us. It's like, okay, how's everybody doing? Why you feel that way? Why you feel good? Why you feel bad? Let's assess. Tomorrow we'll do it again, because every day is different for us. I mean, just the fact that we just released a tour, I mean, that's insane. I didn't see that coming. I didn't even see me being able to tour like that. We're touring massive venues, and I'm pretty sure we're selling crazy ticket sales, for the pre-sale. So that's a blessing. And like I said earlier, it'll be an adjustment for the family. We'll see, the kids, they're emptying their schedules from the activities so they can roll with us. So we'll see.
Yeah, I was thinking about you trying to coordinate 6 little kids, logistical sort of gymnastics and dance classes and schoolwork and on a bus. Oh my God. I've always told my wife, I have 5 kids, and I've always told her, let's do a cross country trip and let's get a big camper and stuff. And then I do a cross country trip just to go see my folks in the Midwest. And I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. It is. We're going to have to find a rhythm. I think Lainey is going to do school at night, like during the shows. And then during the day, we can just hang, and do the family thing. But again, we're going to have to figure it out, man. I mean, it's because I got to be with them, and nothing, no amount of success is worth me not being able to be with my kids. Not even just me trying to serve them, but just I'm way healthier when I'm with my family. That's just how I feel. I function better, and my team knows that, and that's why they're facilitating the option of 2 buses. But dude, my kids, they've had enough years of hard times, financially. A lot. They've seen other people look at us like, what are y'all doing? That they are genuinely appreciative, like me. They can buy into it, like the other day, one of them was like, let's get a boat, and I was like, I don't know, not sure that's the wisest decision today. But last night we went, and I always told them, back to the laughing about, God, please give me a number one. We were in Lowe's like 8 years ago, and they said, we want some Christmas blow-ups, like the inflatables. And I said, if I ever get a number one song, and I told them this thinking I would never get a number one song. I said, if Dad ever has a number one, I'll buy everybody a Christmas blow-up. So last night I had to put it down on my promise, and I kept my word. And so you'll see a picture soon on Instagram with about 7 blow-ups in the yard.
I love it. Well, tell me so one thing I felt badly for you about as a father myself was that I read that your dad had passed in the spring, and I read that he also was the guy who kind of got you your first gig, and obviously didn't stand in your way. It doesn't seem like, in terms of chasing your dream, when it was just a way in the offing, right? So I did feel kind of bad. I wanted to get your perspective on him kind of missing this high point for you. And do you ever kind of sit there at night in a quiet time and go, damn, Dad would have been pretty damn proud of this?
Every day, every single day. I mean, I get goosebumps just hearing, that was well said. Everything you just said. Good job. We, that is the that is the only downside to this is, outside of my wife and kids, he was the only person I knew that never doubted that this could happen. And I knew he loved me the same, whether it did or didn't. And I knew he applauded my, our moving here and chasing a wild dream. I knew he was behind us 100%. His faith in me and his love for me and his love of watching me do what I love, and his love for it never dwindled 1 ounce. I mean, he was not only a fan, but and a father, but he was the reason. I mean, I never would have sat on a stage and played guitar and sung songs at a bar without him basically forcing me on one. And once he finally did, I fell in love with it. And so, yeah, if there was one thing, that would complete this, it would have been for him to see it, I would have given him the number one record. I would give him the multi-platinum record. I would. And but I know, I have no doubt. Like, I almost, this sounds crazy, but it almost feels like my dad died and went to heaven, and he was like, "Yo, Jesus, can you throw Walker a bone?" Like, he's been there, and I know there's a lot of other people in Nashville who deserve, with their talent, with their kind, and it's almost like God was like, "Oh yeah, I'll show you something cool," and because that's really what this feels like. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you worked for it." Anybody in this industry, I know you can relate. This just isn't one of those things where you go, "Oh, I did this, this, and this, and obviously this happens." This is literally like the Lord woke up one day and was like, "That guy, that family, that silly song, those co-writers, I'm about to just blow their minds. And in the meantime, I'm going to blow the world's mind, and I'm going to use something so simple and average, and it's going to set the world on fire. And there will be people dancing all over the place." And yeah, I know my dad can see it all, and I can see the smile on his face, and I think about him every day, and I talk to him every day, and but yeah, he's like I said, he is the one person on this earth that I know not 1 second doubted that this could happen.
Yeah. I appreciate those thoughts. I that's the first thing I thought of when I read that, and I thought to myself, man, so I didn't know what your perspective would be. So I appreciate you sharing that. What do you think your kid, one more question, I want to get to a fun game.
Yeah.
Do you think your kids, in 10 years, whatever they grow into, 20 years, the smaller ones, right? And they're in front of a camera with a guy like me. Can you in your mind's eye see them saying something similar about you because of the way you fathered them?
Yeah, and I would hope so. I would hope that there's a in a world that will shake your confidence in a bazillion different ways, and make us crawl in the fetal position of insecurity and the shadows of anxiety, which the world's filled with stuff like that. I would hope that when any of my kids wonder if somebody believes in them at their worst, but just no matter where they are in life, what their circumstances, I hope they would know that I know, they are capable of getting up, getting through it, making it. That, I look at my kids and all 6 of them are 50 times more talented than I am. I mean, they're just gifted in so many ways. They're cool hangs. Like I look at all of them and I'm like, man, I look at my sons, they're 14, 12, and 10. If they knew the 13-year-old me, they would take me to the shed and beat the crap out of me. Like, I was terrible as a kid. I was just a jerk, and I don't know, but yeah, I mean, that's goal number one, man, is to let my kids know that Jesus loves them, and let my kids know that I do. And show them, not just say it, but, I would hope they would say similar things.
I love it. I love it. Well, I promised you a fun game to end this thing. How's your energy levels? Good? Now
I'm great, dude. Let's go.
We're two dads, right? So when our kids watch this back, we need to thoroughly embarrass them with what we're about to do. Okay. So it involves dance. Since I'm not a TikTok guy, I'm doing this is live TikTok right here. No cut. Yeah, one take, okay? Now the difference is I couldn't get my audio to work. So I'm going to be singing these songs too. So I actually have a disadvantage. So if you indeed outdance me in these songs, then we'll know it's because I couldn't do dancing and singing at the same time, kind of like you can.
Okay, that's the reason. Yeah.
That's the excuse. Yep. So I'm just going to kind of like mumble the song. Hopefully my volume's good. And then you bust out in the dance, and I'm going to do the same dance right along with you. And then we'll let the viewers decide who's better. Okay.
Okay.
I'll even give you the name of the song just in case my singing is that bad, okay?
Okay.
All right, ready? You're gonna need hands for this one. The Macarena. Cosa Buena. All right.
Yeah, I love that.
Maybe 1-0 Hayes to Walsh here. All right, ready? Whoop. Gang of Style. Whoop. 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 Gang of Style. Oh, that was in sync too. All right, that might have been a draw.
I think we're tying, man. You're looking pretty good.
That was a draw. See, you're too humble. All right, ready? This one, I'm not sure I know the words of this one. I didn't know the words of Macarena either. Now I'm thinking about it. All right, ready? Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Oh, can't see that. Crisscross. Cha real smooth now. All right, last one.
Everybody clap your hands.
All right, now our kids are cringing now. I love it. I can just feel the collective cringe of every kid watching.
Oh yeah.
All right, last one. And this is like 90s hip hop stuff. So I don't know, man. Like we're bringing it back. All right. Let's see. Let me see you Tootsie Roll. To the left. You remember the Tootsie Roll? I'm doing my legs too. No, you gotta like U-shape it.
Here we go. Here we go. This.
Yeah. I love it.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I like the classic dad face too, man. Hey, that's all I got. I'll give you. Let me get one victory on Gang of Style, and you can have the other 4-1. Hayes
come no. Right? I think it was a tie down the middle, man. Those were our generation dances. We actually did those,
Hey, listen, I had to sing them, so maybe I get 2 and you get 3.
There you go. I like that.
All right, I'll let you win. You're my guest. I'll let you win. Okay. Well, listen, everybody go check out Walker Hayes' stuff. You'll hear it on the radio. Here's new stuff. He has a new cut out there, You Girl. Tour in January. Get your pre-sale tickets now. Man, seriously, you're a Dixieland delight and Alabama summer. Thank you so much, man. And I love your version of fatherhood.
Dude, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Love y'all. See ya.
Yeah.